It has been a roller coaster ride for the Golden State Warriors, who are one of the best teams in the league with an already proven winning mentality and the same chemistry over the last 8 years. Fortunately, they got the other Splash Brother Klay Thompson back after missing almost 2 years of playing time since injuring his knee and Achilles. The team looks to be almost complete, as James Wiseman and Draymond Green are working their way back to the court. But the big question remains, how will James Wiseman fit in with the current roster and rotations? Today's video will be about James Wiseman returning to action and his place on the team. In this video, we will break down the pros and cons of James Wiseman's return to action. Will he be a welcoming sight, or will it spark disagreements in the locker room for other players? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Do you think James Wiseman is the final piece of the puzzle, or a bust? I would love to hear from you, so please hit the comment section and let me know. Let's keep rolling. We can't sugarcoat it, the Warriors have been horrible the last couple of weeks. In the last 10 games, they went 3-7, all without Draymond Green, who is the engine of this team and their defensive anchor. Without any stellar names at the center and the power forward position, they haven't been able to contain opponents down low. They are averaging around 41 rebounds in the last 16 games during February and March, which is 6 rebounds less than their average from before these games. They are desperate for an interior presence and an uptick in rebounds and simply need impactful bigs quickly. Thankfully, James Wiseman is finally back after missing 67 games this season and has been recovering from the meniscus injury he suffered at the end of last season. Before the injury, he was averaging 11.5 points per game and 5.8 rebounds per game. This is only his second season, and he is just 20 years old, but as a second pick in the draft, the expectations are great for him. His return is surely a step forward, to say the least, as not many conclusions can be made here. Months will pass before anybody can determine his status and future. While the Warriors are in need of a big man, the best scenario and plan for Wiseman is to keep playing in the G League. He made his debut against the Kings' G League affiliate, the Stockton Kings. He had 18 points and 6 rebounds and looked a little rusty at the beginning, but finished the game strong, knocking down 6 of his 7 last shots. A few G League games should help him get used to the flow and test his return strength. He's playing more inside moves, which is great to see. He's actively screening and looks a bit bigger than last year. All great signs before he makes his debut with the actual Golden State Warriors team. He could see some more action in the G League, which mostly depends on how he plays on Sunday. If he can dominate against the weaker competition, the Warriors would have no choice but to call him back up. Due to his size and length, he is of critical importance in filling the void inside the paint. And James Wiseman has been very humble and happy, saying after the game that he doesn't see playing in Stockton, in front of a crowd of fewer than 2,000 people, as a burden or comment on his potential. It felt like a dream, Wiseman said. I look at it as an opportunity. I don't look at it as a demotion or anything. I look at it as an opportunity to get better because I want to be the best version of myself. Coach Kerr commented on Wiseman's injury status. Not yet, it's literally day-to-day, Kerr said. The fact that they both played today for the first time on the floor together was really exciting and fun to see. The more games and days that James strings together, the better. So it's been a really good 3 to 4 week stretch now. It's all heading in a really positive direction, but not enough to where I can say that he's going to play on such and such date. What I will always keep circling back to is this guy needs reps, Steve Kerr said on Thursday when asked about Wiseman's status. He needs 1,000 reps, and he needs summer league, and he needs a training camp. So let's temper the expectations, but be excited about his future because as he gets those reps, he's got the potential to be a tremendous player. However, the team and the staff are being very cautious with the young player as he progresses and how he will adapt to the current rotations and be a part of the starting lineup. In fact, one Warriors coach told ESPN's Kendra Andrews that it's highly unlikely that Wiseman will be a big part of the Warriors' rotation, particularly in the playoffs. This is not to be shocking as the postseason is right around the corner and the team's veterans are hoping for a championship.
The deadly trio of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, who have been an integral part of the team's success in winning 3 championships in the span of 7 seasons, are all in their 30s now. Their prime is quickly approaching its end, and the organization needs to look ahead in the future and build a young core that will hopefully continue that success. The biggest problem for the Warriors is defense. They led the league in defensive rating in the first half of the season and fell to 16th in February. In March, they are amongst the top 5 worst defenses. This is mostly due to losing the former Defensive Player of the Year in Draymond Green, who provides the energy and experience needed to win tough games. He is looking at March 14th as the final return point. They need him to provide competitiveness on defense and set up shooters on offense. Without him, the team can forget any title aspirations. With Green injured, Kevon Looney is the only other true big man on the Warriors roster. Andre Iguodala is still not there, and Klay Thompson is not 100%, but he is slowly but surely getting to that point. On offense, things look brighter. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are the best shooting duo of all time, earning the nickname Splash Brothers, and they can light it up at any given time. Klay is still missing some shots, but he will be ready come playoff time. In Klay's absence, a new hope emerged in the form of Jordan Poole, a 22-year-old shooting guard. Before Klay came back, Poole rose to the occasion and single-handedly won the Warriors some games. He is averaging 16.7 points per game this season, with shooting splits at 45, 35, 92. What is interesting is that his performances haven't fallen off since Klay came back. Only in February has he struggled a bit with shooting. But in 6 games in March, he is averaging 21.8 points per game and 4.7 assists per game, shooting at an incredible 58.3 field goal percentage and 53.3 three-point field goal percentage. The Warriors are still 3rd in the West, sharing the spot with the Memphis Grizzlies at a 45-22 record, though they dropped some games recently. Wiseman's length and athleticism would provide a much-needed vertical spacing threat on the offensive end, but he remains very raw and struggled defensively in his short 39-game rookie season last year. Given everything the Warriors have said, it seems clear that any significant impact the 7-footer will have on the Warriors winning another championship is more likely to happen in 2023 or later. When Wiseman does return, his playing time likely will be determined based on effectiveness and matchups. He'll give the Warriors another big body to use in a potential playoff series matchup against Minnesota's Karl Anthony Towns or Denver's Nikola Jokic. But after missing almost an entire calendar year, it's unfair to expect Wiseman to be anything more than a supporting piece on this Warriors team. And what do you guys think? Does James Wiseman have a spot in the Golden State Warriors roster this year? Will he achieve his potential in the coming years, or will he be a long list of NBA draft busts? I would love to hear back from you, so please don't be shy and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you want to hear more NBA stories from around the league. Thanks for watching!